Hey everybody, Odds here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm not bringing you Mecha Belt, I'm bringing you something different. This is Into the Grid, a brand new indie cyberpunk deck builder game. Heavily inspired by, obviously, cyberpunk work like William Gibson's Neuromancer and Sprawl series, and the Android Netrunner combat card game, which is a game that I used to play back in the day as well. Played it in a few local game store tournaments. It's a whole lot of fun. I have a ton of cards still in my my cupboard behind me. Yeah, tons of fun there. I've been a big fan of Cyberpunk in general for quite a while, so I've been looking forward to this game and trying it out. I haven't played it yet, so we're going to go through it together and learn how to play. So, we will start a new run, and it looks like we've got a couple different characters here to choose from. Usually in Cyberpunk, you see a couple different character archetypes. This kind of looks like an anarchist-style character. Just judging from experience from the Android Netrunner game that I used to play. Orange is like a anarchist sort of color. It looks like we have feral amplify attacks, amplify defense, do kind of stuff like that. Sounds pretty cool. We also got Darwin here from the makers. Looks like this is play cards that provide lingering buffs, create one-time use cards. So what is this, like a buff, like a generator kind of character where you try to maybe build a big rig. And yeah, okay, cool. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to choose the first character here, Ursa from the Stray Dogs, the mother with a checkered past trying to save her daughter from a dangerous situation. So we're going to jump in and we're going to do the tutorial. It's going to tell us how to play. Let's go. All right, welcome to the grid. The grid is the digital infrastructure runner's hack. Grids are comprised of clusters, virtual rooms that hold nodes. Nodes are the smallest functioning element of the grid. You can move the camera with WASD or by holding right-click on the mouse. Grids are divided into layers to act like the floors of the entire domain. Each layer has a core node that will let you advance to the next layer if you defeat its core keeper. Your objective is to reach the deepest layer, find the final core node, and breach its mainframe. Cool. Okay. Let's learn about nodes. Click on a data node, and we can. It looks like there's a couple of things that we can do, and for the tutorial, we can extract 100 intel. Okay. So we got that intel down here. $100. Checking nodes will always provide intel. Intel is stored in corporate files used as currency to buy things inside the grid. Okay, cool. That's how they've done currency here. Move between clusters. You will need to pass through gates. Check out the gate. Unlock this gate by using all nodes in the cluster. Okay, so most gates have conditions that need to meet to unlock them. The activity gate is unlocked and they're exhausted. It looks like there's 2 here, so we click this. We can extract some more intel and unlock the gate. The gate has been automatically unlocked with US condition. Okay, great. Cool. Man, this looks awesome, by the way. The graphics here are really good. Look at the data node to see another way you can interact with the node. So we're actually still over here, but I can interact. Oh, because I haven't moved my character yet. Looks like there's a guy over here. But extract intel, we can... Yeah, okay, when you're having some actions you take can increase your trace. Trace here measures how aware of your presence the grid is. For every 10 points of trace gain, the grid will increase its alarm level, right, making the run more difficult and the enemies more dangerous. Try exploiting this data node. So plus 25% intel when extracting any nodes. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good thing to have early on in a run. Go over there, we'll get that upgrade. Different nodes can be exploited for different effects. Check how to advance. Look at the code gate. Lock this gate by defeating all the sentinels. All the sentinel ice. Sentinels in the grid's defenders placed there to fight any intruders and kick them out of the grid. Pinpoint their live location or to the authorities or worse. Click on the sentinel to fight it. Okay. Start combat. Everything you see is created by your console to provide you with information during combat. This is your console's integrity, a representation of how much damage it can take before it breaks. If it reaches 0, it is game over. Okay, so that's our runner integrity. The objective is to get the ice integrity to 0 before it does the same to you. Your console will show you the ice's intent here. So it looks like it'll do 3 things. First, it'll deal 30 damage, then it'll inflict 1 expose, not sure what that is, and 3 self-inflict 2 expose. Its inherent passive abilities. Oh. At the end of its turn, I see passive directive here. At the end of the turn, the ice will gain 9 barrier. Playing cards unlocks. Playing cards costs clock. Oh, so this is clicks. Okay. The card's clock cost is shown on the level next to its name. So we get 3 clicks, 3 clocks. Sorry, I'm probably gonna end up calling them clicks because that's what we used in Netrunner. And it looks like, okay, so on these cards it has, yeah, so they have 1 click, 1 click, 1 click. These are all 1 click cost. By attacking by dragging a code slash targeting the sentinel. Great. And cards fills this yellow bar. Okay, what is this bar? Virtual memory. Memory card, or many cards generated, and it's used to activate your commands and trigger some cards' conditional effects. You can touch how much Vim, aka virtual memory, a card generates by counting the yellow symbols beneath the clock cost. Okay. Commands are powerful skills that can swing a battle in the blink of an eye. Normally, any command can only be used once per turn, so keep that in mind. Oh, I see. Okay, so these are extra things that when we use cards, we can get them. So they're going to deal 30 damage, so I probably want to have some barrier. So blue bar is your barrier. Some cards generate and blocks incoming damage. Yeah, that makes sense. If we do another one, now we'll be at 40, so we shouldn't take any damage, right? And that was all 3 of our clocks. Which generated 4 Vim. We may play debuffs or buffs, okay. So this one's exposed. Increases incoming damage by 25%. Each point represents duration in number of rounds. So we are also exposed, so we're going to receive extra damage, but this will be removed by the end of the round. Looks like they'll do 62 damage this turn. Wow, okay. So let's look at our cards here. We have this one costs 0 and generates an extra Vim. Nice. Now we have 5. What do we have? We can draw 3 cards, draw 1 card. So if we click this, we should just get 1 more card, right? Visualize all cards you can still draw in your repo. Oh, if I click this, I can see all my cards. Cool. So I think I have all these cards. If you have at least 10 Vim, instead do 40 barrier. Oh, that would have been good. Instead of drawing a card, maybe. 2, 4, 6. Well, let's just do that. Only take 2 damage here. We generated 3 Vim. Get the extra here, and it looks like now they're going to be doing less damage, 10, 20, 36. So we can a bunch of damage here with 8, but we can defend 20 of that. Unstable. Now we've got 10, so it's going to deal 50 damage. We can gain 40 barrier. Nice. Okay. Got 2 more, so we can attack and we can barrier again. On our turn, we shouldn't take any damage. Go for 10, which then resets. Okay, I'm starting to get this. We have 14 here. 30. Oh, they're just going to gain barrier this turn, so we don't need to do anything. we can just attack. By doing anything, I mean we don't need to barrier. With 18, we can draw a card and gain 2 clock, which means we could do more damage. Although they've only got only has 7 health left anyway, so we can actually just kill them, I think. Nice. Hey, we defeated our first ice. So we get 120 intel, and we got hash keys. Hash keys resource used to unlock some gates and rehash nodes. Cool. A hash key only obtained by defeating sentinels. So we got our hash keys down here. Now that this node does not have a sentinel blocking it anymore, you can interact with it. Okay. Obtain a card, sure. So this is the deck builder aspect. Oh, this is cool. Deal 20 damage and gain 20 barrier, or we can do 35 damage, debilitated, which does reduces outgoing damage by 25. That's pretty good. Gain 2 feral, which means in each point increase outgoing damage by 5. Let's do this one. Oops. Confirm. And now we can go through here. This cluster is controlled by an extraction watcher. You can check its description by clicking on it. Most clusters will have a watcher monitor in them placed there to penalize your actions. There are also 2 gates. Inspect each one. It's gated by using all nodes in the cluster and by spending 1 hash key. Okay. And so our hash key, exploit the data node to avoid the extraction watcher. How do I know? What is extraction watcher? Is that this thing? Okay. Every time you extract a node in this cluster, +1 trace. Oh, the trace level is 3 already. So this one, exploit the data node to avoid the extraction watcher. How does that avoid the... Exploit the exchange node to spend some intel you have. This thing's watch house. So it did add a trace. Connect to surface? What is that? This is a $sign, so I'm guessing this is for selling and buying. What are you buying? This is a surface, a shop where you can exchange intel and other resources for cards, tools, and more. Feel free to browse and buy. Leave when you're ready. And remember, you can't come back until you find an exchange node. Okay, once we use it, we're done here. Oh, this is a cool grid. So it looks like, you know, we have different colored cards. We got a yellow, a blue, and a red. So I'm assuming these are the different factions or whatever of the runner. Actually, we can get these things too. If you buy all adjacent items, unlock target gate. Ooh, $400 you can just unlock the gate. Disable watcher. So it's not just cards you can buy, it's a bunch of different stuff. Or increase trace by 2 to reduce the cost of items by 25. Oh, yeah. Reduce trace by 2. Increase trace by 2 to reduce the cost of the adjacent items. So, okay. Well, we can just buy all of them. We don't really care about this. 30 barrier and draw a card. 40 damage, increases damage by 20. Hey, that sounds great. And this is 0 draw a card. Yeah, we don't need that. That's fine. I mean, we can't afford it anyway. We don't have that many cards that we're not going to be digging for stuff. We need the Sentinel to get to that render node. All right. Oh, cool. Man, these graphics are awesome. These pictures are so good. This HUD is brilliant. These characters look nice. So Centroid MK1. Every time this ice hits, it restores integrity equal to half the damage dealt. So first turn here, it'll gain barrier and then deal 20 damage. So we want to try to have... Oh, we still have less health. So we want to... It's really important to block, I guess. So this is 30 barrier, draw a card. It's only doing 20 damage, we can just do that. Oh, I think the yellow on the left is how many of him we get. So we want to get more Vim. Debilitated reduces outgoing damage, so we definitely want to do that. And we got one more. Let's do this one. Alright. Use at least one command this turn, also generate one extra Vim. Oh, so if I draw a card, now I have an extra 2. Yeah, they'll give me 2 here. Damage, inflict on exposed. This is the bonus one. So I don't think I want to spend my Vim again. So they're going to deal 50 damage. This one deal 40 damage, increase damage. 20 per attack played this turn. 10 Vim deal 40 to all targets. Well, we're going to need to... We're not going to kill him, I don't think. Let's see here. 20... 60, no, they're gonna still be alive. Oh, 70, 80. We'll get a plus. Ooh, that's close. Well, I can do that. And then this will have us extra damage here. A little bit of damage for that. Gain 30 barrier, 36 barrier to 20 damage. What is decompile? Or not reshuffle into your repo. So once you use it, it's gone. So we don't want to waste that. We can just protect us with this. And we'll attack twice. 36 barrier now, 10 health. So we need 46 damage. Do that. And we can draw 1 card and gain 2 clock. I can overclock, right? I'm assuming 30 damage. Maybe I should have done that at the end. That I still have this, but we can just kill him. That's fine. Steals 60 damage because of the increased previous damage. But yeah, we have many ways to kill him there. So we get another hash key. We got 120 bucks. And you can rehash that render node. So this like intel exploit rehash is disable target watcher, sentinel, or gate. Oh, obtain an icebreaker. Tools that can disable any ice instantly, whether a sentinel or watcher. Keep in mind, tools expire when you move to a new layer. New layer? I'm assuming this is... These are nodes. No, these are nodes. Is this a layer? So the cursor behind the gate. The gate. incredibly useful nodes. However, it's also protected by an activity watcher, so using any of them in any way would greatly increase your trace. Use the icebreaker on the activity watcher to avoid additional trace. So I have to use this from here. Sub watcher. Oh, nice. So now I can go over here. Obtain a driver. Ooh, a driver. At the start of each combat, generate 5 Vim, or every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, draw a card. Every time you play 3 defense in a single turn, gain 1 overclock. So 5 Vim lets me draw a card for free anyway. And a lot of my cards seem to want to do with Vim, so let's do this one. Obtain a card. Ooh, protocols are cards that change the rules of combat once played and disappear afterwards until the end of combat. Add that one to your deck. So this one costs 2 clock. Start of your turn, generate 3 Vim. Okay. And then here we've got upgrade a card. Oh, nice. We can upgrade cards. So this is our deck so far. Cool. Can't upgrade that one, I guess. What is this one upgrade to? Re-enable your minor command. Generate 1 extra Vim. I don't know what minor command is. There's a regular one would do 30 damage and generate 3 Vim. This one is deal damage to all targets. We haven't had to do that. I mean, this is just a tutorial, so we'll just do a regular guy. Not think too much about it. Alarm level raised. Oh, we're up to trace 10. Now we're up to alarm 1. What does that mean? Last action raised the grid's alarm level. In this case, raising the alarm level caused the gate to close, but sometimes can spawn new sentinels as well. The gate can be opened, but it will now raise your trace to open it. Open this gate by increasing trace by 1. Alright. You now open that hash key gate. Finally, you found the core node of this layer. Core nodes always have an exceptionally powerful sentinel on them known as the core keeper. Since this tutorial grid has only 1 layer, this is the final core node. Keep in mind the real corporate grids can have multiple layers. Okay, so it is, this layer is what it meant with the tools here. Before the final battle, there are 2 more things you should learn. First, try customizing your commands for combat here. You can do so from the map at any point during a run. All right. Oh, nice. Does this cost anything? Or I can just change it whenever. Draw 1 card for 5. What is grit? Each point increased barrier by 5%. Or do feral. I like to draw a card. Draw 3 cards, discard 1. Use up to 2 cards from your cycle and place them in your hand. That's pretty cool. Then I have a choice of what I can pick, right? Choose 1 card from your repo and place it in your hand. Let's do that. Draw 1 card and gain 2 clock. It's very good, I think. Play for free. It's also pretty good. Discard a card from hand and reduce its clock cost by 1 until end of combat. Let's just keep this. Lastly, check out your skills. You can use any of your skills at any time. Doing so will disable all skills until the alarm level is raised. So you can use 1 skill per alarm level. In this case, you could try using the hunting ground skill in the core node cluster to gain a benefit in the final battle. Hunting ground. Select a revealed cluster and choose between 3 buffs for combats. Okay, yeah, this is a cluster. So we can do it on this cluster. Confirm. This, did I do it? Confirm. Okay, I think I did it. Okay, here we go. In combat, you can check your active drivers and effects here. Booster driver. Some to Sentinels have companion devices. Man, this music slaps, by the way. This is so good. I'm really plugged in here. There's independent parts of the self called peripherals to aid them in combat. Disabling them is not mandatory to win the combat. Okay. Peripherals have their own separate integrity and subroutines, must be targeted separately. Disabling a peripheral will set off his death trigger, which you can check here. Okay, cool. So we've got, this is the main, and there's the jaw. Remove all barriers from the ice. Remove 11 barriers from the runner. Okay, that's his action. Oh, that's a death trigger in purple, and this is what it's going to do this turn. Same with over here. This is its passive. So at the end of the runner's turn, if this ice has any barrier, it upgrades alt to offensive subroutines. Okay, so that's really bad. So it's going to gain 31, 41, 42. Oh no, so it's removing my barrier. It's going to gain 31 barrier. So we want to make sure we do at least 31 damage so it doesn't increase its attacks here. This seems really good to have on turn 1, though. And we do have that upgraded card here, so at least we can do... Wait, we can do the jaw. Let's, Maybe that was wrong. So the ice has any barrier upgrades all of its offensive. One card from your repo. So here's my repo. So those are cards that I discarded, I guess, but didn't use. Cycler. Some cards that I did, that I played. No, I didn't play all those. I'm not sure what the difference is right now. Okay, so here's deal 40 damage to all targets. That's if we have at least 10 Vim, which we do. So this should kill the jaw. Nice. And then this does extra damage per attack we played. It's gonna hit us, but maybe we just go. Hold on here. Tons of damage there. We're gonna take a little bit. Oh, we should have done this. Oh well. I think we can just kill him now. Card. Oh no, it's all barrier. Barrier, draw a card. We're digging. We can dig this. Hey, we get 23 damage. quite enough. We despair up. 1 exposed. If we blocked it, then we don't get that debuff, I guess. And we should be able to just kill him now. Hey, we did it. Cool. Hey, that was a tutorial. Awesome. That was a lot of fun. I can't wait to get into the actual game. If you stayed with me this long, I hope you enjoyed watching that and learning how to play. I'm going to go ahead and end this run now, this video now, but I appreciate you joining me. Stay tuned. We're going to do an actual run in a little bit. You'll see another video coming up. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this game, about the gameplay here. I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited to get going and looking forward to it. Thanks again, guys. I will see you next time.